Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is the final part of the reacting to miraculous shorts. So, let's get started with episode combination 2. Ready? Marinette in Paris.
Dear Diary, today at school, Miss Bustier asked us to list our top 3 favorite monuments in Paris, and it made me think of everything I love most about my city. For number 3, I picked the Louvre Palace. It started out as a royal fortress, but today it's one of the greatest museums in the world. Whenever Cat Noir and I have to fight villains here, we're not just saving people, we're also protecting a one-of-a-kind place filled with incredible works of art. Then again, we never have time to enjoy the Mona Lisa. My second favorite Parisian monument is the Trocadero. Me and my friends from school hang out there all the time. It's also where I go whenever I need inspiration for my new creations. And the Trocadero Esplanade offers the best view of my favorite monument, the Eiffel Tower.
Isn't the Eiffel Tower like a hotel, a big hotel or something? I don't know, but isn't it?
The Eiffel Tower proudly stands at 1,063 feet high, looming over the whole city like a gigantic...
What the heck? It's so big. I know there's a bigger
lighthouse. When you're up on it, the people down below look like little ants. I recently learned that the Eiffel Tower was built for the 1889 World's Fair and that it was almost torn down. Can you imagine? Luckily, it stood the test of time. So I think the thing I love the most about the Eiffel Tower is that it's indestructible, like superheroes. Every day I think about how lucky I am to live in Paris, and I'm even luckier for getting to see all those places through Ladybug's eyes. No one knows the city like Cat Noir and I do. Even when we're on a mission, we can't help but stop for a minute and marvel at the magical city we live in. Actually, a top 10 isn't enough. I forgot Notre Dame, the Grand Palais, the Champs-Élysées. All this talk about Paris has put me in the mood for a stroll in the sunshine. Bye for now, diary. Dear Diary, today at school, Miss Bustier asked us what we want to be when we grow up. Many of my friends had no idea, but I've known for a while. My dream is to become a fashion designer like Gabriel Agreste, my role model. He's Adrian's father, and he's also the
Okay, so let me continue the video.
best designer in the entire world. He created the Gabriel brand. Adrian models for him. He's in every advertising campaign, in fashion magazines, on posters in town, the whole deal. But what I love most of all is creating. I really like inventing, designing, sewing. I've already created hats, clothes, accessories like jewelry,
Hat made in the Mr. Pigeon Man episode.
and even
And
designing, sewing. I've already created hats, clothes, accessories like
and this jewel is from the episode Dark Cupid.
jewelry, and even some glasses for Jagged Stone, the famous...
Wait, what episode was this? Yeah, guitar villain.
rock star. Most of the time, I'm wearing my own
Bravo.
designs. This little purse I carry everywhere, for instance, I made it. I love to stroll around Paris for inspiration. I could spend hours watching people. And what better place than Paris to be inspired? Being Ladybug also helps me to see things from a different perspective, to create in a different way. One time, for instance, I was inspired by a villain's costume to create a unique hat.
Miss Marinette, very exquisite creation. You definitely have the laboring hands of a hat maker.
I'm incredibly lucky. I really...
Like, Gabriel's voice is like, I like your design the most. Like, I don't know how to describe it.
I hope that one day I'll have my own brand and that people will like my designs. In the meantime,
The
I try to
brand
get
will be called the Marinette.
better every day by learning new techniques and making presents for my family and friends. Oh, that reminds me.
Yeah,
Alia's
birthday.
birthday is coming up and I'd love to design something for her. I've already thought of
Alia's birthday wasn't in season 1 or 2, maybe in 3.
a special case for her smartphone. I just need to buy the equipment so I can get to work. Goodbye for now, diary.
Ladybug.
Yo peeps, Alia here, live from Paris with the one and only Lady Blog. For those of you who don't know what that is, welcome to the greatest blog ever. I created the Lady Blog so I could share all my exclusive videos of our favorite superheroine, Ladybug. Why?
Yeah.
Because she's
Why
awesome.
don't we next see her entire face bigger and the size of the screen?
Anytime a villain shows up, Ladybug manages to stop them and save Paris without even breaking a sweat. I'm telling you, she really is the best.
And they can tell it.
Time out, time breaker.
Those of you who don't know the Lady Blog are always asking me how I just happen to be there whenever Ladybug's in action. Easy. I have a special alert on my phone.
Cool.
Once again, Ladybug and Cat Noir have saved Paris from the clutches of a mental...
All I have to do is rush to the scene and start filming so you don't miss a thing. Of course, my dream is to find out who's hiding behind that mask. Because
And when you find out, you will be like, oh my god, girl, you were all along, Ladybug. Why didn't you tell me, girl?
if I knew Ladybug's secret identity, I could offer her my help. Truth is, so far I haven't found much. I've looked through every book in the library and still haven't found a single thing about Ladybug. So I'm relying on my own superpowers, the power of observation, to uncover clues to Ladybug's identity.
Can't you see behind the mask? Like the mask is only covering the face. I mean the eyes. Like if the mask can be removable, if the mask, you can see the entire face, but only the eyes are like covered. You can't know that it's Marinette.
For example, I used to think that maybe she was a scientist who got stung by a radioactive ladybug while strolling at the Cité des Séances.
Yeah, a scientist that looks exactly like Marinette, with the same hair color, the same eyes, the same height, and the same voice. What a coincidence!
But the more I think about it, the more I believe it's actually the earrings that help Ladybug to transform. So the whole bug bite theory kind of went out the window. Anyway, as you can see, I look, I listen, and I share everything I learn with you here on the Lady Blog. And I intend to keep tracking and filming our favorite superheroine on all of her missions. Sooner or later, I'll find out who Ladybug really is. In the meantime, if you've got any ideas or theories, send them to me. I've got to get to class. See you later, Bugheads, and stay connected!
Like, the lip syncing isn't correct with the words. Like the mouth is moving. Like the mouth is moving, but the words are coming out differently. So, yeah, the problem of lip syncing.
Hey guys, I'm Adrian. In everyday life, I'm just a normal guy.
Nice scarf, Adrian.
Well, almost. Because my father is Gabriel Agreste, a
His
great
father is Mr. Zombie.
world-renowned fashion designer. I sometimes model for him, posing for his advertising campaigns. I don't hate it, but I won't make a career out of it. Actually, I mostly do it to make my father happy. Ever since Mom disappeared, he hasn't been the same. So I try to be there for him. On a day-to-day basis, his assistant Natalie is really the one taking care of me.
Your schedule, Adrian.
Thanks, Natalie. She and the gorilla.
In Adrian's home, like, if you ask me who's better, Gabriel, Natalie, or this, the bodyguard, I would say, in season 1 I would have said Natalie, but now I would say the guard, because I'm not going to say a villain. Yeah.
Call him that because he's huge and he never speaks. Just like a gorilla. He drives me to all my activities. Between photo shoots, fencing, learning Chinese, and piano, I don't have much time for myself.
But yeah, why doesn't he speak?
I don't even have time to enjoy my awesome room or to invite my friends over to hang out. That's why I'm so happy to go to school and see my friends, especially Nino, who I tell everything. Okay, fine, almost everything. The only thing I can't tell him is that when I'm not Adrian, I'm Cat Noir, and I protect Paris from
I'm the cat in the night.
villains. This has really changed my life, because before, I couldn't even go to school because my father was too scared for me to leave the house. My Kwame's named Plag. All he can think about is food, and it's always stinky camembert. the exhaustion. My poor aching body. I can't move a muscle. He's lazy, but thanks to him, I can turn into a superhero.
Flag, close out!
He just has to enter my miraculous, the ring I'm always wearing, and bam! I transform. He's also the one who gave me my superpower. Cataclysm!
But how is Adrian isn't he always busy with fencing, basketball, piano, Chinese, skating? He has a gajillion things to do in the day. Oh yeah, and photo shoots.
With it, I can destroy whatever I touch. But I can't get it wrong, because I only have 5 minutes after using it before I transform back. Then, Ladybug just needs to capture the villain's Akuma,
No more evil doing for you, little Akuma.
and the day is saved. Being Cat Noir's awesome. I can finally do whatever I want to do and say whatever comes to mind. What do you say we wrap this up? Plus, I get to save Paris with Ladybug. In short, it's a great break from my life at home. When I'm Cat Noir, I really have a blast. This is to tell me that it's time for my Chinese lesson. The gorilla must already be waiting for me. I better go.
Why is it Gorilla? Doesn't he have a name?
Who knows? I may have to save Paris again today. See you later.
Yeah, there's one more episode. Ladybug acting by... Oh my god, no.
Dear Ladybug.
Can anyone tell us why?
Or maybe Bugaboo.
Don't you, Bugaboo?
Stop playing around and calling me Bugaboo. This is really serious.
No, no, that's not right. She doesn't like when I call her that. Milady, perhaps. So, your hair's as dark as night. And your eyes as blue as a summer sky? No. How could I possibly tell her that? Something like, I can hardly wait for our missions together. For the chance to fight by your side. No, she'll think it's lame. She's the smartest girl I know. I have to write something more.
And the most awkward girl I know. She trembles when she sees me.
Smart. But I can't make jokes. She doesn't like that.
Now, but we've got to capture Timebreaker's Akuma. Your life depends on it.
Which life? I've got 9.
I'm serious.
Which makes no sense because my puns are on point. I find them to be extremely funny. Okay, I should just tell her how I feel. Keep it simple. Milady, I wish I knew who you were behind your mask.
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
I wish I could tell you who I really am. Who knows? Maybe we already know each other without even knowing it. Maybe you've seen some pictures of me on posters around Paris. What am I saying? I can't write that. Nobody can know who I really am.
What's your problem?
You, not even the one I love. Wow! Maybe it's best that I tell her nothing then. For now, at least. But I'll find something. And someday I'll tell her the truth.
So yeah, let's move to the next video. It will be shorter. So lastly, I found one that I didn't watch yet. Let's start.
Dear Diary, today, Cat Noir and I managed to stop a supervillain once again. The magician of misfortune wanted to make the Eiffel Tower vanish in a puff of smoke. Can you imagine? Luckily, we were there to stop him. But I was late for school, and I arrived in the middle of a test with Miss Bustier.
That's it, Marinette. Go to the principal's office.
She gave me a note from my parents.
But hey, wait a minute. She's angry in this episode, but in the episode Zombie Zoo, she loved all the children and wanted to keep the peace, not shout like this.
It's a sign. Again. Sometimes it's hard being both Marinette and Ladybug. Of course, I love being a superheroine, and it's awesome to protect Paris against Hawkmoth and save all these innocent victims. But on the other hand, I always have to come up with excuses to explain why I'm late or absent to Mom and Dad, to my teachers, and even to my best friend Alia. I can't even tell you how many stories I've had to make up since school started. Besides, every time a new villain shows up, I have to disappear discreetly and go and fight them. When I find a place to hide, I say, Cheeky, spots on! Yeah!
Standing in the balcony of my room. Cheeky! Spots on! Everybody look at me transforming to Ladybug!
and bam, I turn into Ladybug. With my super suit made out of indestructible fabric and my magic yo-yo. I can't let anyone see Tiki, my Kwani, who never leaves my side. Without Tiki, I can't transform. She gives me my powers.
Or who never leaves my hair.
And I can do incredible stuff with my yo-yo. The string goes on forever. And I can use it to move around or tie up my opponents. I can even make it spin super fast to use it as a shield. My mission is to capture the villain's Akuma to stop them. The Akuma is an evil black butterfly that turns people into bad guys. But with my magic yo-yo, I can conjure up an item that'll help me. I just have to say, Lucky Charm! Each time something weird appears, a bath towel, a record, and I have to understand how to use it. A spoon? No more evil doing for you, little Akuma. Then I can capture the Akuma in my magic yo-yo. Time to de-evilize! And transform it back into a harmless butterfly. Gotcha! Miraculous Ladybug! My ultimate power is that once I've defeated the villain, I throw my Lucky Charm up in the air to save Paris. You see, there's no time to get bored. Between my missions, school, my parents, my friends, Adrian, and the supervillains, I'm always on the run.
Adrian.
Being Ladybug is really amazing.
Are the worst frame. And Adrian and Cat Noir is a loser. And Adrian, I love Adrian.
Mom and Dad are back home. I have to ask them to sign the note I got this morning for being late. What am I going to tell them? Well, I'll find something. I'm starting to get used to it. Goodbye for now, dear diary.
Okay, that's better.
Dear diary. Oh, wow, we avoided a disaster today. Cat Noir and I had just arrested a supervillain, but because I'd already used my Lucky Charm, there wasn't much time left. I almost transformed back right there under Cat Noir's nose. So I ran to a safe place as fast as I could to change back to me, Marinette, without anyone seeing, and making sure that Cat Noir hadn't followed me. I think you'd love to know who I am. He's so nosy. But there's no way I'm letting that happen. No one can find out. Cat Noir, we haven't known each other very long, but it feels like we've been together forever. I thought cats always landed on their feet.
Why, thanks, Ladybug, but I had it covered.
I mean, like we've been fighting villains together, right? Because there's absolutely nothing between us. He's just my partner. My teammate is what I mean. Besides, he's not my type. He's a bit too cocky.
Looks like I made it just in time.
I had it under control. But thanks. He's always making puns.
How great. It like landed on his head, bumped on his head, and then came to her hand. And why do I stop on the worst photo, on the worst frame? Look at her, like her leg is in the air and her arm is like attached to her leg. I don't know how. And the bubbles are crossing through her. And what is Cat Noir doing? Like, he is, his leg is on his leg, and he's making a shield from his staff.
It's not even that funny.
Hey, Ice Queen, what's with all the terrorizing? Why don't you pick on someone your own temperature?
Okay, so it's not always cat bad. I mean that bad. What
I don't do cat puns, I just do cat bads. No, I mean that bad. Really? Really? It looks like the snow is like crossing her body and like zoom through her body and coming out from her body. It's so creepy.
What I can't stand is that he always has to show off when we're on a mission. And I'm not into guys like that. Just follow my lead. I'm a little hard on him, I guess. To be honest, I'm glad he's here. I don't think I'd ever manage to defeat all those supervillains without his help. He can use his superpower
Cataclysm!
to destroy anything he touches. comes in handy for slowing enemies down. Actually, Cat Noir and I really do make an awesome team.
Found it!
I mean an awesome couple, not a team. He's my love bug.
But I think he's got a bit of a crush on me, you know? Except I love Adrian. Cat Noir...
So I love Adrian, but at the same time I hate Adrian. Like, I think Adrian is just my teammate, and at the same time Adrian loves Ladybug, but thinks that that Marinette is just a friend. Like, just thinking about it makes my head hurt.
He's not anywhere near as perfect as Adrian. He does have some really cool things about him, though, like he fights really well.
Could use a little work.
Besides, I can always count on him.
Thanks for waiting around for me.
Okay, so maybe I'd see Cat Noir differently if there was no Adrian. Wait, what? Am I for real? What am I saying? A world without Adrian?
Actually, if there was no Adrian, there wouldn't be Cat Noir.
That would be horrible!
Actually, there would be Felix, and that would make me hate the show.
Not happening. Pretend I never said it. Okay? Erased. That's all for today.
Marinette and Adrian.
Dear Diary.
Oh
I
no,
can't believe I made
it's
such a
about just
blunder.
a friend.
I'll just die of shame this time for sure. I had a presentation to do with Adrian. My Adrian! And since I was done with my part, I called to let him know. I had some serious ladybugs in my stomach, but I took my courage in both hands and just did it. The thing is, it went to
She had like serious butterflies in her stomach, not ladybugs.
his voicemail, and from this moment on, full-blown disaster! Well then, enjoy your after day. See you sooner! See you at the pool. Ah!
Really? Hold on. So let's continue.
It's cool! It's awful! Now he's gonna think that I'm a super dummy! But it's not my fault. He's so amazing that I completely freak out every time I talk to him. I mean, seriously. He's super smart, he plays the piano, he's a great fencer, he speaks Chinese, and he's so cute too.
Super! Come on now, I want to see hunger in your eyes.
Adrian is a model for his father, Gabriel Agreste, the best fashion designer in Paris, and probably the world.
And the worst person in the entire show, and the most evil one actually, because spoilers. Sorry, I'm repeating this scene, but because I paused, I've lost where I was. So let me continue.
And probably the world, but he never brags about it because he's perfect. Well, he does have one major flaw. He kind of gets along with Chloe the brat. He's friends with everyone, so this doesn't count. I mean, it almost doesn't. Anyway, I have to do something awesome now to prove to Adrian that I'm not a total loser. But how am I going to make him notice me and fall in love with me? I could text him a really beautiful poem, or maybe write a letter, but I'm not very good with words. I'm more into fashion and creating things. Of course, I know. It's his birthday soon. I checked on the table I made of his detailed schedule. What?
Yeah, you're a stalker. Really. In this frame, it looks like there are two Adrians. And do everything.
I like to know where he is during the day. I'll design an amazing gift for him. He'll be super impressed, see that I'm an incredible girl, and will fall head over heels in love with me. I can't wait. I'll get to it right this minute. There's not much time left till D-Day. Goodbye for now, dear diary. Wish me luck.
Two more. I guess.
Dear diary, something amazing happened today. I absolutely have to tell you. I was in the park near home with Alia and, oh my, I bumped into Adrian with the sun reflecting in his hair and everything. He looked so good that I almost fainted. I couldn't even say a simple hello. It's a good thing Alia was here to support me. Alia and me, we're BFFs. It's so amazing to have a best friend like her. She's always there for me. We're super close, you know? We can talk about everything. We laugh all the time, and we do a lot of stuff together. For example, we love to go to the cinema and talk about the movies afterwards. It's always so interesting, because Alia often notices things I didn't see at all, in movies and in real life. She's the most observant person I know, and she has an interest in everything. She's also very curious, maybe too curious. But this is why she'll be a great journalist. journalist. That's what she wants to be in the future. She also created a blog 100% dedicated to Ladybug, the Lady Blog. She's a huge fan. She even has a special alert on her phone so she can be on the scene whenever something happens and film everything for her blog.
Coming to you live, Lady Blog viewers. Look at Ladybug go. If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
And when she's not reporting, she spends her time investigating and looking for any possible information about Ladybug. Her dream is to have an interview with her. And maybe she will, someday. Who knows? A little help from destiny and boom, the miracle would happen. I'll keep you updated. Dear Diary, it's my birthday on Saturday. Mom and Dad said that I can have some friends over. It's going to be awesome! So, who am I inviting? Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer. There's no way I could celebrate my birthday without my BFF. I'd so love to invite Adrian too. Only problem is, I don't know if I could ask him in person without turning bright red and stuttering like crazy. Oh well, if I can't do it, I'll ask Nino to help. He's a really great guy. So, Alia, Adrian, and Nino. That makes 3. Then, Rose and Julika. They're not at all alike, but both super nice. I could also invite Ivan. He's a bit of an old grump, but he's always nice to me, so yeah, I'll invite him too. That'll make me Len happy because I think she's got a bit of a crush on him. Then there's Kim, the class jock, and Max. Kim's always challenging people, and Max is only into math. But they're both pretty cool. I'll also invite Alex, the other sporty one in our class. Am I forgetting anyone? Oh, right! Chloe and Sabrina. Wait, what? Am I crazy? I'm not inviting them. They make my life a misery. Let's just hope Chloe doesn't ask her dad, the mayor of Paris, to throw a party the exact same day. That would be so not cool. Okay, I think I've got everybody. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be so great.
So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Bye.